Why do good people sometimes do bad things? This unsettling question has echoed through history, psychology, and philosophy, from trusted individuals turning into perpetrators of harm to entire societies falling into moral collapse. The phenomenon isn't rare, it's disturbingly common. The answer lies not in the individual alone, but in the psychological, social, and environmental forces that shape human behavior. This video explores those forces and offers insight into how we can resist them. The Lucifer effect, a dark mirror of human nature. Psychologist Philip Zimbardo coined the term Lucifer effect to describe how good people can turn evil under certain conditions. His Stanford prison experiment vividly demonstrated how ordinary college students, when assigned roles as guards, quickly began exhibiting abusive behavior toward fellow students assigned as prisoners. The takeaway? Environment, authority, and social roles can drastically distort personal morality. This is not isolated to experiments. History bears witness, from Nazi soldiers to silent bystanders during atrocities. These weren't born villains. They were regular individuals who succumbed to the influence of situational forces. Authority and obedience, the power to corrupt. Stanley Milgram's 1960s obedience experiments revealed a shocking truth. Individuals will inflict pain on others if instructed by an authority figure. Participants, believing they were delivering harmful electric shocks, obeyed commands despite evident distress. This raises profound questions. How often do we compromise our values simply because a boss, leader, or institution asks us to? Dehumanization, stripping away empathy. Dehumanization makes cruelty easier. By reducing people to labels, stereotypes, or the enemy, individuals become emotionally detached from the consequences of their actions. This is a powerful tactic used in propaganda, war, and even politics today. When we no longer see others as fully human, acts of harm become justifiable. The rise of polarized discourse in modern society, where entire groups are branded as lesser or dangerous, serves as a warning. The loss of empathy is the first step toward moral disengagement. Zimbardo's experiment also highlighted how easily people conform to roles imposed by social systems. Participants forgot their individuality, adopting behaviors based on their assigned roles. This reveals a chilling reality. Our actions are heavily influenced by group dynamics and societal expectations. Are we truly acting as independent moral agents, or are we playing unconscious roles dictated by our environment? Most people don't become evil overnight. It begins with small compromises, staying silent during injustice, rationalizing unethical behavior, or choosing comfort over courage. These small choices compound, leading to a gradual erosion of moral integrity. Recognizing these moments early is key to avoiding the descent. While traits like empathy and self-awareness offer some protection, no one is entirely immune to the Lucifer effect. Psychologist Carl Jung referred to the shadow, the dark repressed parts of ourselves. We all possess the capacity for both good and evil. Denying our shadow doesn't eliminate it, it allows it to fester. Confronting and integrating it makes us more resilient. So, let's talk about moral disengagement. This idea, introduced by Albert Bandura, is really about our ability to rationalize unethical behavior. We often hear things like everyone does it, or maybe it's for the greater good, or even it's not really that bad. These kinds of justifications help us create a sort of psychological distance, making us feel less guilty and making harmful actions seem, well, more acceptable. Everyday examples are all around us. Cheating on a test, mistreating employees, or just ignoring injustice because honestly it feels inconvenient to speak out. Now, building resistance to these forces, well, awareness is definitely vital, but it's just not enough on its own. We really have to develop strategies to counteract the psychological forces that can lead us astray. 1. Moral courage, the willingness to act ethically, even if it comes at a personal cost. This isn't something we're just born with, it's cultivated through practice by standing up against injustice and choosing integrity, especially when things get tough. 2. Mental rehearsal. By imagining ethical challenges and mentally preparing our responses, we can actually strengthen our moral resolve, making it more likely we'll do the right thing when it really counts. 3. Support systems. Surrounding yourself with people who share your values, well, it really creates accountability and encouragement. 4. Situational awareness. It's important to recognize environments that pressure you to conform or compromise. Ask yourself, is this truly right? Leadership can either uplift or corrupt. History provides both tyrants and heroes. Whether you're a leader by title or through daily interactions, your influence matters. Promote fairness, speak out against harm, and encourage dialogue rooted in empathy and truth. Oskar Schindler, who saved over 1,000 Jews during the Holocaust, began as a profit-driven businessman, but his moral courage transformed him into a beacon of hope. His story reminds us, even in dark times, individual choices matter. Zimbardo urges the cultivation of the heroic imagination, the belief that heroism is within everyone's reach. You don't need grand gestures. Everyday acts, defending someone, choosing honesty, or showing kindness, are profound. Empathy, self-reflection, and forgiveness are also vital. They foster understanding and help break cycles of guilt and harm. Growth often begins when we confront our failures with honesty and compassion. The most transformative realization, as Alexander Solzhenitsyn wrote, the line between good and evil runs through every human heart. It's not about us versus them, it's about recognizing our shared capacity for both harm and healing. We must ask, how will we use our power? Will we drift into moral complacency, or will we choose to act with courage and compassion? The battle between good and evil isn't fought in distant lands or grand conflicts. It's fought in everyday decisions, within us. By recognizing and resisting the Lucifer effect, we don't just protect our morality, we become a force for good in a world that desperately needs it. The question is not whether darkness exists, it does. The question is, will you rise to meet it with light?